Hi everyone, I'm Jorelyn, the team leader of our Arduino project, and I'm excited to introduce the team that made this possible. First, we have Christian, our programmer. He focused on writing the Arduino code to make sure all the parts and functions work properly. Next is Rizel, our analyst, who helped us understand what the project needed and guided us with the right planning and data. Then there's is Yesha and me were the designers of the group. We worked together to build the actual setup, connecting the components, arranging the parts, and making sure everything was working as planned. And together, we are Astriora, committed to excellence and collaboration. Thank you.
Arduino project number 11, Interact with Servo. This project uses an Arduino to control a servo motor, allowing it to rotate to specific angles. The servo can be moved through input commands, simulating applications like robotic arms or automated doors.
In this project, we shall discuss and enumerate the list of materials required for our project number 11. First is the Arduino board, the brain of the project that processes the input and controls the servo motor. Prototyping shield, used for easy circuit building without soldering. Female to male jumper wires, connects the potentiometer and servo to the board. Male to male jumper wires, for standard pin-to-pin connections on the breadboard and shield. 10K potentiometer acts as an input device to vary the position of the servo. And lastly, servo motor, the output device that rotates based on potentiometer control. And that's all we need in our project number 11. So let's get to the exciting part.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to another tutorial. Today's project is called Interact with Servo. Here are the materials we'll be using: Arduino, breadboard, 10K potentiometer, microservo, and jumper cables, female to male and male to male. Alright, let's start assembling. First, let's set up our Arduino board. Now, take two female-to-male jumper cables and take out the micro servo from its mini Ziploc plastic. Don't forget to also prepare three male-to-male jumper cables for later. Now, let's connect the servo. Insert the two jumper cables into the micro servo and then connect the other ends straight to the Arduino. Nice and simple! Next up, let's place the potentiometer onto the breadboard. Now, connect two jumper cables to the potentiometer and attach the other ends to the Arduino. This will let us control the servo using the knob. And that's it! We're done with the assembly. Our Arduino with the servo and potentiometer is now ready for coding. In the next tutorial, we'll upload the code and see how the potentiometer controls the servo. So stick around for Interact with Servo Part 2.
Hi, this is our source code for AP number 11. First, this imports the built-in servo library, which contains functions that make it easy to control servo motor. Creates a servo object named servo motor. You need this object to control the servo. Attach it to a pin, set angles. Defines a constant integer pot pin assigned to A0. This tells the Arduino that the potentiometer is connected to the analog input pin A0. The setup function runs once when the program starts. Servo motor.attach 9 connects the servo object to pin 9 on the Arduino, so that pin can send control signals to the servo. The loom function runs repeatedly forever after setup finish. Reads the analog value from the potentiometer on pin A0. The result will be between 0 and 1023. Voltage usually 5 voltage. This stores the value in sensor value. The map function converts the potentiometer range 0 to 1023 into an angle range 0 to 180 degree. This makes the servo turns proportionally to the knob position stores the resulting angle. Sends the angle value to the servo. The servo moves to the angle between 0 and 180 degree. Other short 15 millisecond pause before repeating the loop helps smooth out servo movement and prevents jitter. This code connects a potentiometer to a servo motor. When you turn the potentiometer, it changes the analog reading 0 to 1023, which gets mapped to an angle 0 to 180 degree. The servo then rotates to the angle, effectively letting you control the servo position by turning the knob. That's all. Thank you.